All right. Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's absolutely fantastic, even more explosive dinosaur action. My goodness, the Skullspore Nexus has been absolutely lovely. Seems to make more and more sense. Fantastic potential there. Oftentimes, opponents are killing our stuff with any number of things. If it is exile, that doesn't affect it. We don't get the token, but for the most part, there's lots of destroy creature. If a creature dies in combat, we get a token. Seems to make sense. Maybe it's more a sideboard card if we're facing off against an opponent that has a bunch of removal. Something to consider. I actually switched some things up shortly before I started here. The list is quite a bit different, but we'll stick with the one that I was aiming with. Lovely. Pay 2, double target creature's power. Thumbs up. That's absolutely perfect. However, there is a creature missing. An enchantment creature, Xenagos, is nowhere to be found in here. 5 cost, doesn't really work. When, boom, you have Kaheera, the Orphanguard. Ooh, getting fired up for this. I had Kaheera the Macro Sage. That was a very good suggestion from many of you guys. And some of you also suggested Kaheera. And, well, since it's all dinosaurs as creatures, lovely. Oftentimes, I may not have something for 3 mana. I may not have that Topiary Stomper. Chances are it is the only other thing that costs 3. So having something guaranteed all the time, at the very least, that I can do, it makes sense. Power up all the other dinosaurs. They get +1/+1 and vigilance. Absolutely beautiful. And you see Marauding Raptors switched out completely. I know this is mind-boggling. It feels weird, odd, all kinds of emotions, because it's just been Marauding Raptor and Otepic Huntmaster for that cost reduction for years and years, pretty much. Since Marauding Raptor was released back in M20, basically every single day I've used it. There's always room for improvement. There's always room to try new things. And, well, with Marauding Raptor out, we don't have to worry about it potentially killing Kaheera, having that 2 toughness. And as you may have seen, I just get there with the land-based acceleration. Continuing to always love Sunken Citadel, Castle Garenbrig, boom. Whew, it does the trick. Seems like a perfect fit. Otherwise, everything is basically the same. All the big stuff. The Great Henge up to 4 copies because I just want to see it. That much. I'll probably trim it down to 3 or 2. Something like that. But I just keep getting into all these scenarios where I want to see it. And I don't see it. Unfortunately. 2 copies of Galta, Stampede Tyrant. That is part of the change, the big change that I was talking about, different from this list. I'll be using it tomorrow and possibly recording some videos or matches because, yeah, I have all 4 copies of this. I'm calling it Stampede Queen. Yeah, doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. 4 copies. You don't want to see multiples, but, well, this wins. I have so much mana, easily enough, oftentimes, to pay for Galta here. 8. That's a walk in the park. 2 Sunken Citadels, both tapping for 4 mana plus Castle Garenbrig. Boom. There you go. I got 6 with 3 lands. I only need 2 more. That 2 mana could come from Hulking Raptor. Galta Stampede Tyrant, putting out a Regisaur, a Palani, a Carnage, another Galta Primal Hunger. All of those at once. But we'll get into that later. This list is a little bit different. Sideboard-wise, Weathered Runestone for the Izzet Phoenix matchup. Anything that cheats stuff out of the graveyard, cast spells from graveyards or libraries. Good stuff. That's basically it. Marauding Raptor, if we want to go a little bit faster. Who knows if I continue to use it, at least with this variation. And Brotherhood's End. Aggro, of course, can be pretty painful. It's a little bit slow here, so we'll bring it in game 2 to smoke them. Crossing my fingers. Tranquil Frillback, as always, artifacts, enchantments, graveyards, aggro with that life gain and the body, Brotherhood's End, aggro or artifacts, Weathered Runestone for cheaty things. We cover a lot of angles. I think it's enough. If the opponent doesn't just quite get us, boom, we overwhelm them with this Skullspore Nexus, a bunch of damage, and you'll be pleasantly surprised if you didn't see the previous stream with basically this list. Definitely check it out. But you're in for a real treat. My goodness. Packing a punch. That's for sure. Yeah. Nope. Nope. This one. That. Okay. Yes. Bigger and better. Stampede Queen there. Maybe we'll get into it tonight. I'll think about it. Halfway through or something. Fortunately, I was able to do a little bit of a faster intro. I could go on and on about all the little details, what to look out for. If you have any specific questions, definitely leave them in the comments. Join the Discord if you haven't already. This hand, though, I'd like to maybe see a Sunken Citadel, Castle Garenbrig, something like that. I would expect to probably get to 3, but it's a lot of costly things. Well, it is a lot of costly things in general in the list. I think that's a little bit better. I like seeing Hulking Raptor for sure. That, of course, gets us 2 closer to help play Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Hopefully we see that tonight. Mono Red Aggro or Burn with Oger Exonil. That could be a little bit problematic. Maybe we'll be fast enough, but still, I was not seeing any Castle Garenbrig. It's a little bit scary. Hopefully they're... Oh! They missed the land drop. Good stuff. Good stuff. And we got that 4th land. This could be everything we hope for. Boom. There you go. We used up that mana. If and when we do play Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, Kaheera also enters the battlefield. Everybody gets bigger. Everybody has vigilance. But we just have to hope that we survive until then. Mono Red is rough stuff, but Brotherhood's End is going to potentially be bringing an end to them. Next turn, I'll have 6 with Hulking Raptor. If I draw Castle Garenbrig, I win. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, boom. Everything else, Palani's Hatcher, of course, giving every dinosaur haste. Every creature that enters basically has haste because it is a dinosaur. And yeah, they're not targeting that. They have to pay an extra 2, and that could scare away a lot of aggression right there. It's just lovely stuff knowing if I get a certain card, they're dead. How good is that? That's pretty sweet. Hulking Raptor, 2 green, the 2 forests, plus a hopeful Castle Garenbrig. 6. Rockfall Vale and Stomping Ground as the other 2 mana. Boom. 8. Ghalta. Dead. Woo! We got a little bit lucky, of course, with Mono Red going slightly slower, although they can do nasty stuff with 2 mana. 3. Seems that usually they need 3 to make things happen. I imagine they have another spell that... you want to be sneaky. I'm not blocking that. I know for a fact they're trying to bluff. Play with fire to deal maybe 1 damage to us. Get the Monastery Swiss Spear's power up to 3 because of prowess. It would trade with Hulking Raptor, and we need that too. There you go. Ooh, that's not quite what I want. But I do have a lot of mana coming down. Can we save ourselves? Potentially. I got a total of 7. Can I do 2 things? Palani's Hatcher seems to be the best thing because it is the most bodies. Helping to block. We're not attacking with anything. We need everybody to stay behind to at least have a chance here. They could go Wizard's Lightning, play with fire, a 1-2 punch, a total of 5 damage, unfortunately. But I think it took them quite a while there. We have enough bodies to block a creature to match up with all of their creatures. I think we might be safe. I would imagine we're safe. But you never know. I'm ready for ruthless aggression. Oh, land. Oh. We gotta go down to 2. Do they have something for 3? Well, we're oh boy. Pay 2 life. Let's do it. Let's do it. Here it goes, folks. Don't have lightning. Wizard's lightning. No wizard's lightning. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh boy, oh boy. Ah, lightning strike. Well, it was pretty cool. If we were at 1 more health, if we were at 4, I had to bite the bullet. Try it out. They got close. My oh my. Okay, well, Brotherhood's End, pretty simple and straightforward. Tranquil Fellback, perhaps. Cut, how's it going? That was tense. I was on the edge of my seat. Whew. For 8, I was about to drop Carnage Tyrant and Draenix Rex and Kaheera. Everybody vigilance, everybody. So close. So close. That's pretty good. A pretty good showing. Yeah. Look over everything and marvel in your doom. You're about to go down, buddy. I hope. We've got Brotherhood's End, of course. That should be pretty classic and fantastic to help us get the job done. We'll trim Ancient Imperiosaur because there may not be a lot of early things. The Great Henge as well. Yeah. I got 4 copies. Let's trim 1. Whew. And we'll have to remember, because there's Brotherhood's End, it needs 2 red. I may have to have a Sunken Citadel enter and choose red. And that could potentially mess up Castle Garenbrig, needing 2 green for its ability to make 6 green. We'll see how it goes. There is no mountain in this list for Topiary Stomper to grab, I don't think. In the other updated one that I made, I took out the mountain because everything is so heavily into green. I didn't want that single mono red source, the mountain, to mess me up, as it has in the past. I've been messed up by colorless lands, mono red sources, and if I can make it work easily enough, I'd rather just trim that of being a potential pain, a thorn in my side. So just get rid of it. The bad thing, that bad thing, has a 0% chance of happening, potentially. Okay, let's see. Brotherhood to... Ooh, no. Oh, no. Didn't get any better. It's about the same. Okay, well, we're probably going down, unfortunately. We got Sunken Citadel. That could be alright. At the very least, we get Kaheera on turn 3. Could be making a lot of mana. If we see a Castle Garenbrig and they're not fast enough, we still might get them with that Galta Stampede Tyrant. Ooh. But sometimes it just doesn't come together. You bring in a thing against a deck, a specific thing to help you out in that matchup, and nuts. There could be a few different ways to deal with aggro that aren't requiring 2 red. But otherwise, you can't win against everything. If you did, well, everybody would probably be playing that. At least we're only at 15. 4, 5, probably taking about 7, possibly 10 this turn. A play with fire and a wizard's lightning would definitely... setting up a little bit. Perhaps. Mostly done for here. That's okay. We'll get them next time. Oh, okay, yeah, that is 4, 5. Yeah, we're not winning that one. Hey, mono red, burn, aggro, doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Not quite fast enough, but sometimes we can be. I could maybe switch things up in the sideboard if I really hated a deck like that. But if anything's going to beat me, it's going to be that. Or maybe mono white humans. Yeah, that's alright. Man, edge of your seat. Galta Stampede Tyrant, packing a punch. And speaking of getting there to big mana, big creatures, maybe having cards like Sylvan Awakening. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. 1 and a green, search your library for a land, put it into your hand. That's what I want. If I'm looking for the Castle Garenbrig to make all that mana, I might be doing that. And I think I'll keep this. Seems pretty crazy, but look, we got the Sunken Citadel, 4 lands, Kaheera eventually. Oh, another Sunken Citadel. Okay, if we see Castle Garenbrig. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Next turn, easy, forest. Skullspore Nexus, I think. Maybe the Great Henge. I imagine they do have you-know-who Shieldred. Yeah, we'll do that. We might want to just keep making big creatures after they kill our creatures. You can see how much I love Castle Garenbrig. I want to see it every time, all the time. We'd be playing Tyranic Rex next turn if we got it. Unfortunately, that's not the case, but hey, we still get to go with Kaheera, so that's not nothing. Tyranic Rex would have been fire. Turn 4, something that cost 7. That's pretty accelerated. My oh my. Ooh. I would imagine Kaheera is done for any number of things. Stomp from Bonecrusher Giant. Fatal Push after they sacrifice the treasure when that goblin attacks. Oh, they have something else to take out Kaheera. Interesting. Okay. Probably getting rid of Tyranic Rex, I would imagine. Hey, that's alright. I got a bunch more in the list, so not too problematic there. Or they had another Fatal Push in their hand. They didn't need another one because, well, they're going to take her out. Okay. Hey, that's alright. That's how she goes. At the very least, we got the Skullspore Nexus, so Kaheera will be making a token when Kaheera goes down to who knows what. Some sort of removal, blocking Shieldred. Something like that. Yeah, definitely want to look up something that searches for lands. I think that would do it. Increase the consistency of just seeing that explosive amount of mana, but we don't have any payoff at the moment anyways. So that's certainly going to do the trick. Hey, I got a body. Fine by me. That's pretty good. I think the Skullspore Nexus should be quite fantastic in general against Rakdos. Might as well play the Great Henge, even though I imagine we're done for. But you never know. Something good could happen. It is pretty cool. We can use the Great Henge, the 2 green, for Skullspore Nexus's ability to double that token, make it a 6/6. Oh, excuse me. Why, oh my. I don't imagine it's sticking around. Reflection of Kiki-Jiki making a copy of the Blood Tithe. They have 2 blood tokens. -4/-4. Although we can save it, fortunately. That's what we'll do. Then we gain a bit of life. And we have a blocker. We live for another turn. I forgot it didn't increase toughness. I was wondering why it died. I'm used to Xenagos giving +X/+X, and well, when you draw just lands, of course, you're not going to be winning. That's for sure. That's okay. Nothing you can do about that. There is only 23 in the list. I might trim that down to 22, 21, potentially. We'll see, just because I have so much great potential to make a lot. But of course, the flooding can happen to anyone. Ancient Imperiosaur, out of there. Great Henge, one of those. Tranquil Throwback. Nope. No Ancient Imperiosaurs coming in. We're not doing that. Weathered Runestone? I think so. Both copies of that. Yeah, 2 copies of Galta Primal Hunger. I have a good feeling about it. I really do like playing her for cheap. I mean, who doesn't? But sometimes it really can be better than Ancient Imperiosaur. Paying 2 for a 12/12 trample with haste. oftentimes. Instead of tapping at least 3 creatures to have Ancient Imperious or enter as big as Ghalta with that Convoke there. Looks like a pretty good hand. Hopefully they don't Thoughtseize away Topiary style. I was a little bit worried there. Whew. Okay, well, that's alright. We'll do some good stuff. Cavern of Souls, I was getting a little bit worried, but fortunately, whew, we got it. Get another land next turn, we're in a very good position. Even if we aren't, we got Tranquil Throwback to enter, take out Fable, and we don't have to worry about them copying things. Fable, do it. Ooh, Liliana of the Veil, -2 that Topiary, do it. Oh yeah, oh shucks. I lost a creature that I already got the benefit from. I got that basic land. Hulking Raptor, 100%. That does the trick. We can make 7 next turn. Castle Garenbrig's ability, plus we're left with 1 more mana. Ooh, this is going to be nice. Make me discard a card. But if I can make 7, I might not be able to with the Hulking Raptor. I'm just going to get rid of Tyrannosaurus Rex. Just in case. I bet they can still take it out. Ping the ward to... Ooh, okay. They can't. Alright. Well, we still get Carnage Tyrant. I'm okay with that. Ghalta Primal Hunger. Certainly, well, that does the trick. Okay. Strap yourselves in. We're about to barf a whole lot of nasty aggression. Planie's Hatcher to start. We're left with 2 exactly for the Queen. That's how you want to do it. Shieldred or, well, somebody 100% is blocking Ghalta. Somebody with Death Touch. And they probably want to take out Hulking Raptor as well. Shieldred, oh boy. Oh, that's a lot of good damage. We could play a lot of good stuff next turn. Hopefully they don't have Extinction events. If it was named as even, it wouldn't be too bad. We'd still have Planie's Hatcher. We would only be looking at 4 mana currently. Pretty painful losing Hulking Raptor there. But hey, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Liliana, -2. Watch me lose that egg. Nuts. I don't get to make an omelet tomorrow.
Dang!
Oh, whatever am I going to do? Going to play. Oh, Sunken Citadel next turn. That's going to be a thing of beauty. Huh. Another Planie's Hatcher just gets the job done. Does it not? And it's nice. We have 1 out already. We don't have any eggs. We've had 2 instances. We get to crack both eggs that the second Hatcher makes. Dead.
Ruthless aggression.
That's how you do it. Watch out. Okay, I say we just leave it like that. We hope to be a little bit more explosive, but hey, we can barf a lot of stuff. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. That packs a punch, but Planie's Hatcher. If you're playing Planie's Hatcher, play multiples. If you lose the eggs, if you end up hatching both eggs, you play that second copy. You get to crack both from the second one because you have 2 of them. 2 triggers. Whew. That's a big omelet. This hand would not be... Well, we wouldn't be playing much big stuff because we only have 1 land. I like that. That could do. Send Carnage Tyrant to the bottom. Yeah, I could see Thoughtseize probably ripping Planie's from our hand. That's okay. I want to keep all those lands. At the very least, we will not be getting Planie's Hatcher. We might be getting 2 Tyrannosaurus Rex. We don't have much early plays, and the plays I do play are either hard to deal with or we already get the benefit, like Topiary Stomper. Get the basic. Boom. Done. There you go. Smoke them. Oh, nuts. Your removal can sit in your hand. Oh, yeah, you better be scared, buddy. Sometimes you might just get there. Keep discarding stuff. That's okay. Really should have played the forest there. I'm not used to having a companion, always having something for 3, but hey, we'll take the ping. I'll get that 3 out of the way, just in case eventually down the line, yeah, I get Galta Stampede Tyrant. Oh, shoot. Field of Ruin took out a stomping ground. That's, It's funny because they really should have done Sunken Citadel. If I get Castle Garenbrig, it's about to be very painful. Kaheera the Orphanguard as well. Keep in mind, she gives +1/+1 to Dinosaurs. She actually makes Unbroken Eggs 1/2s with Vigilance. That's not nothing. It's actually pretty funny and amusing. Now we're losing Kaheera. Oh, we're not. Interesting. Now the question becomes, Planie's Hatcher? Yeah. Kaheera must be going down. Gotta be. You know what? Let's go with Hulking Raptor. Try and be as explosive as possible. I don't see any world where Kaheera is not going down. Not attacking with it. I'm sure Blood Tithe Oh, interesting. Blood Tithe Harvester is not taking Kaheera out. Huh. They must have something for Hulking Raptor then. They didn't know we have it, but alright, Hulking Raptor is completely safe. They have to pay an extra 2, which they would be able to if they sacrificed that treasure. They got 2 lands left for, oh boy, that's not good. Huh. Well, Tyrannix Rex is coming in hot. Let's use up all available mana to bash him. Pretty darn hard. Do I want to attack with everything? Gifted Etherborn would probably trade with Tyrannix Rex. You know what? That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Yeah, Murderous Rider. That's okay. Looks like Blood Tithe Harvester trading with Hulking Raptor now, and Gifted Etherborn with T-Rex. I got tons of mana. At the very least, I have 5. For Planie's Hatcher, we'll do good things. Fable just entered, just transformed, so it can't copy yet. The plan is I'll not play Tranquil Frillback next turn. They're probably getting rid of Tranquil Frillback. They don't want to see their reflection of Kiki Jiki go. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, hey. Ooh. All right. Maybe that. Interesting. Okay. This could be okay. Might be able to... Oh! Well. All right. At the very least, I've got 2 extra green. I get to gain 4 life. I get to take out that first reflection. Hopefully buying us some time. I would think it does. We got a nice little blocker. At least they would have to use some removal on it, or I just stopped that goblin there. Maybe they have Stomp from Bonecrusher Giant. Let's take out one of these goblins, at least. Ah, nuts. I've never played against Rakdos before. Figured something like that was going to happen, or they would just use removal on Tranquil Frillback. So let's get... let's at least get one goblin gone. Gonblin. Gotta be Planie's Hatcher for sure. Oh, if we get that Castle Garenbrig 2, that's gonna be nice. I'm gonna attack with this. See if they want to trade with the Bone Crusher. We're at a pretty healthy 16. I'm not too worried about what they could potentially do. Just Galta Stampede Tyrant next turn would be pretty good. We'd get the Topiary. We'd have 7 lands because we would get Castle Garenbrig. That might be enough. Ugh. Go for the throat. Very, very nasty. Okay, yeah, you gotta be at least a little bit scared. Well, might as well stop ourselves from taking 4 damage. We don't have a Hatcher out anyways. We're not going to be cracking that egg. Oh boy. Whew. Where is that castle? We're a quarter of the way through the deck, and unfortunately haven't seen it quite yet, but that's just how she goes. Do I want to attack with that token? Kind of. We've got 7 lands, at least. We've got Topiary Stomper to nicely block, and hopefully they don't drop anything too scary. That's a little bit unfortunate. Darn. Ooh, exactly lethal. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Got us. Got us. Nah, that's all right. Can't win them all, but you can witness some very devastating amounts of damage. You won't win them all. That's just a fact of life. All right, stick with it. The exact same? We'll see. See how she goes. I would like to see Ghalta Stampede Tyrant come in a little bit, at least with this list. If she doesn't, we might switch it up halfway through. I kind of like it. If it was 3 lands, boom, I would absolutely keep it for Topiary there. Something a little bit better. It got a little bit worse. Kind of similar. Well, we can't keep mulliganing. That's for sure. You know what? I'll do one more. Okay. A little bit better there. Got to send a bunch of stuff to the bottom, unfortunately. But again, we can be very explosive, even doing something so incredibly painful. There is a slim chance we'll make it work. Kind of nice. Your back's against the wall. You got a bunch of lands, and boom. You barf a bunch of creatures. Hopefully the 4th land next turn. Get that Hulking Raptor down. Not have to worry about the counter spells. Well, we'll play it, and at least we'll confirm if they have them or not. Pretty certain. Darn. Okay, well, we'll get to that 4th land eventually. Or Topiary Stomper. Either Topiary or another land. It's gotta be. Probably all over at this point. If we don't get another land or Topiary Stomper next turn, I think we'll probably just pack it in for this particular game. But we got lots of big, scary dinos, Carnage Tyrant and Tranix Rex to get the job done, and that could potentially get the job done. If we get another land next turn that enters untapped, both Sunken Citadels and Castle make 6. Cavern makes it so Ghalta can't... Oh boy. Cavern makes it so Ghalta can't be countered. Maybe they have... Oh, okay. It's about to get ugly. Oh my goodness. Get lost could be pretty problematic. They have enough to pay for it. Land. You can do it. You can do it. Not quite. Close, but no cigar. I will definitely be playing Hulking Raptor. Six, 7. Yeah, that's all we can play. I imagine they have a sweeper. They'll definitely take Hulking Raptor out. I don't see any world where that's going to survive through any sort of removal. We don't have to worry about get lost, at least. It forces them to wait until their turn and use up 4 mana. That's pretty good. They're not doing a whole lot this turn. Maybe they play something else. Hopefully they do. I don't think that's going to be the case, though. Play something else. Do it. Change the equation. Well, we're going to be changing the equation if we get another land. Land. You can do it. Ooh. That's okay. That's all right. They can't counter Topiary. This is good. We have another one left for the map. We can pop it to explore and... Watch out. Ah. You're not stopping this. Eventually. Yeah. Well, gotta let it happen. One of these days here. Another... Oh, and we get a plate. And we get a pop. Oh, boy. Well, if they use up any sort of mana next turn, if there are any tapped out, they die. They die. I don't imagine they're going to tap out. They might use something to get rid of Topiary. I could see that being a real possibility. I don't think they have much in the way of sweepers. They're really making those tokens, but of course I wasn't doing much playing of creatures, so... Oh my goodness. Alrighty, here goes nothing. We're about to see if we win on the spot. Wow, this is pretty intense. You can't counter it. It lands. You better have Settle the Wreckage, buddy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Folks. Woo! Baby. There you go. Pack the punch like nothing else. Whew. Wow. I don't even know if they didn't have the shark, they'd be definitely dead. Ruthless aggression, that's for sure. Ouch. Oh, down to 3. They got a sweeper next turn. They must. They got to have a sweeper. 100%. Ooh, so close. They don't. If they had a sweeper, they would have used it right there. Do we got him? I think we got him. I went down to 4. Well, I keep using some of your removal there. That's okay. What else do they have? They must have removal. Another Wandering Emperor, perhaps? If it wants to take out Ancient Imperiosaur, that's basically everything they're doing. Okay. Well, the Great Henge 100% would be countered, unfortunately, but hey, this Topiary Stomper cannot. It gets us to 7 for both, and haste, and... Good. At the very least, we get to attack with the one that's out already. I'm going to play the Great Henge just to get him to spend mana. That might be good for us. Use that, change the equation. At the very least, it means Ancient Imperiosaur might not be dealt with. Oh. Ooh. Oh boy. Here goes nothing. Okay, fine. No. Hatcher, Stomper. That's it. Oh, almost. That's it. Oh my goodness, folks. Cut. I'm glad you were watching, and the couple of you guys that are also watching, the lurkers. I don't care if you lurk. I'm just happy to enjoy it. I mulliganed down to 4 against Control. Whew. I gotta sit there for a second. I knew I could do that, but actually doing it and doing it live. Oh boy. Nuts. Creatures, control, sweepers. What you're gonna do? You're gonna watch that change the equation sit in their hand, and you're gonna watch something like this change the equation in a creature deck's favor. Okay. Well, we know we can mulligan to 4 and just smack them. Attack them. Don't have to change anything. Nothing here really would help too much. Tranquil Throwback, if the game's gone long, maybe perhaps we would take out Shark Typhoon, but maybe we're waiting and they pay 6 mana to just hard cast Shark Typhoon. They could be mostly tapped out and boom, Delta Stampede Tyrant dead. There you go. If you don't have a sweeper after we play it, maybe you're also dead. Oh boy. If I lost every other match tonight, if I lost this match here, I'd still be over the moon, but that's a wacky hand. With 23, I would expect to draw 2 more by... Okay, well, that's infinitely better. Hey, if I can go down to 4 and still win, I can at least... Oh, boy, oh. We got 2 Sunken Citadels. Field of Ruin has to... Oh, 3 Sunken Citadels. There you go. You better have 2 Field of Ruins, buddy. I want to get Kaheera. Yeah, we'll take a ping for 2. This is not a very aggressive deck, being control, so a shock land, not a problem, not a problem. And now next turn, if we got called to stam is it? I'm stammering. Okay, I'll tap 4 lands and play Tyrannix Rex. There you go. Wow. Who needs creatures? You can't target it. Yeah. Thumbs up. Pay an extra 4. Not. If they do a sweeper next turn and we draw Palani's Hatcher or Regis Ralpha, they die. Pretty straightforward right there. Good luck. If they have another Field of Ruin, we've got another Sunken Citadel. Sweep. Do it. There's 8 things that if we draw, they're done for. That's pretty cool. 2, okay, maybe not. Should probably do the math. Okay. Another Sunken Citadel. We can make 6. We can make 7 right now. Yeah, Sunken Citadel for sure. Carnage Tyrant to definitely likely draw out the other sweeper. We can't attack, but certainly this does draw out sweepers because that's about all that can get rid of it. And they're very scared being at 12. So maybe they tap out for the sweeper. We draw Regis or Alpha or Palani's Hatcher next turn and smoke them. Smoke them. They gotta be quaking in their boots after what just happened. I was already feeling pretty good against control, but hey, I'll just do this. They can't target Carnage and they can't target T-Rex. They only have 5 lands left. They have to pay an extra 4.
You won! You did it!
Yeah. Ooh. If you like beating control with a type of deck that you wouldn't normally have expected to beat control, somebody says, hey, Dinosaurs, you know, they're really good against it. They have been in the past, but that seems even better. My oh my. Well, I can't face Azorius control all the time. You gotta lose to something, but yeah, good stuff. The highlight match. Not even dropping a game. Going down to 4. I mulliganed to 4. And I still beat him. Unexpected for me. There's not a lot that surprises me, but that was extra good. Okay. Cavern of Souls, just have the thing resolve, enter, Galta Stampede Tyrant. Doesn't matter if they kill it. The trigger is still on the stack, so we just throw everything else that we had in our hands out, and it probably has haste, and yep, like that. There we go. Castle Garenbrig. We're looking at 6 green. It's a little bit inefficient. Hopefully a Sunken Citadel at some point, but hey, lots of mana. That's what we like. Beautiful. Bunch of sources of red. We don't have... Oh, okay. Hey, Thoughtseize. That's alright. Getting rid of Tyrannix Rex there, probably. I would bet. I'm just on cloud 9 after that match. This is all good. You know what can happen. It won't always happen. Maybe one time I'm going to have a nice streak. 20 matches in a row. I win all of them. That is a possibility, but for the overwhelming majority of people that play this game, that sort of stuff does not really happen unless maybe you're abusing best of one a little bit. Something a little more on the degenerate side of things. The hand smoothing algorithm in best of one does affect what you play. There is no sideboard, so something that is a little bit intense and crazy should perform well. Mono red aggro, that sort of thing. Yeah. Bunch of Castle Garenbrigs. We're in a good position. Where is that Sunken Citadel? Mono black waste not. Well, it's going to be rough. Hopefully we don't have to discard too much. We'll get rid of a Tyrannix Rex at least. Probably Kaheera. Yeah. Let's maintain the potential of eventually getting a Tyrannix Rex down. That'd be quite helpful. At least taking out Liliana. Something like that. Oh boy. I imagine we'll probably lose both Tyrannix Rexes. I might discard land at this point. We got enough. We certainly have plenty. I don't really want to give them extra. Let's do it. Another 2/2 zombie, that's okay by me. Regis Ralpha, we got something. Alright. Tyrannix Rex next turn? Maybe. Hopefully. At the very least, we get to pressure Liliana a little. I would imagine that zombie blocks it to make her go down to 4. If the token fully connected, she'd be at 2. She'd go away when she minuses 2. Maybe a fatal push on the token, and then we're forced to, unfortunately, sacrifice Regis Ralpha. At least we probably forced Liliana to -2 right here. Oh boy. Taking them a while. They got something painful. It's basically guaranteed. Making me discard, huh? I will get rid of that land. I really don't want to give them 2 black temporarily here, but I want to hopefully get Tyrannix Rex. Oh boy. Ooh, so it didn't matter at that point. Go blank. I will be frank. That's rough. We don't have anything left to discard, so that's pretty good. Waste not is a waste at the moment. I like it. Maybe they just have removal for... Oh, just a Shieldred. Yeah. Well, that's pretty good. Beseech the Mirror is quite fantastic, sacrificing a token which they usually easily have, a zombie. And they're going to be making a lot of zombies because This deck is mostly creatures. Packs a punch. Another Regisaur Alpha, that's not the worst thing in the world. We're not really going to be busting through whatever they're doing, but we can at least take out Liliana. Just send absolutely everything towards them. Get the job done. Don't ask questions. Skullspore Nexus, more like Score Nexus. Soar. Well, it makes opponents soar, but I like Skull Score. Going to be scoring some wins with that, Pterosaurus. Absolutely. Hopefully all is well with you. We should be pretty safe, I would imagine. We're at 16. They don't have a Liliana. They can't make us sacrifice any creatures. We would have had to sacrifice one anyway. Might as well just make nothing else happen with that. Could play a lot of things coming up. Hopefully a Carnage turn to make them quake a little bit with that Sheoldred there. Oh, are they going to attack with it? Huh, interesting. Another land, not so much, but hey, play it. Keep the hand clear. That's basically it. If you could hold on to something, don't. If you have nothing, well, that's what you want. Barf your hand as fast as possible. A couple wins with, okay, good stuff. Oh, absolutely. A very sneaky 16 damage, very efficient. Effectively with Rampaging Raptor there. Has that ability of paying 2 in a red to give it +2/+0. When you double it, if you've done that a few times, you double all that mana you invested. You still have to pay 2 to double it, but it is very sneaky. You pay 6 in total, plus the 2, 8 mana in total to give it. 2, well, it actually goes off its original power, so it's even better. Yeah, no, it's very good. Something that boosts a creature's power if it's attached to the creature itself. Lovely. If you have a way to double it, and hopefully that creature has trample. It's not always the case, but of course with Rampaging Raptor or many dinos it is. Ah, yes. Lots of treasures due to that Bone Horde Dracosaur. That really would do the trick. I'm going to try it out again at some point here. I would imagine it's mostly over. We can't attack into the stuff that they have. It just doesn't make any sense, unfortunately. Nothing really to save us. Earthshaker Dreadmaw certainly would be the thing. Draw a bunch of cards, but we wouldn't want to draw a lot of cards because of Sheoldred. Oh, that Skullspore Nexus is actually quite interesting. Poetic Ingenuity, huh? Artifact Dino List. I might have to try that out. I've always been intrigued by Ingenuity. Make a bunch of treasures. Castle Regisaur Alpha, let's do that. At the very least, I can make Topiary or the token big enough that it does threaten Sheoldred. Hopefully that buys us a bit of time here. We make a token after the thing dies quite big. Topiary Stomper if it's 8 power, and if we lose some of, well, just Topiary Stomper, it is non-tokens that die. Okay, we just sit back, relax, maybe make an 8/8, we'll see. Really could have attacked with Topiary Stomper, potentially. Huh. Let's see what they do. Nope, battery power's going down. Nuts. I still have 20%. That's back when I looked at my chat on my phone, but now I have that second monitor, and that really has been the bee's knees. That's done the trick. Nice, big. I don't miss things. Sometimes I do, just because it's so fantastic and lovely aggression right here. Yeah. something, a little bit extra draw, whatever that is. Card advantage, exiling stuff off the top. That would be nice. What are they going to do? That's the question. Huh. I'm okay with that. We get an 8/8. They could have a Fatal Push in their hand, taking out the token that Topiary Stomper makes, sadly. Block the Banker Buster for sure. Oh. Nice big token. Too bad it doesn't have trample. That would probably be a little bit too powerful. Man. I mean, it could be absolutely massive. It could be 18 power in some cases, depending on all the non-token creatures that I lose. Fatal Push. Do it. Oh, no Fatal Push. That's not going to do it. I mean, if it did have trample, we could make it 16 power right here. Yeah, we're not getting through that. But pretty neat. You get to turn the opponent's removal into a creature still. That's got to be fairly legitimate for a deck that has a lot of removal. Just straight up destroy. Again, if it's exile, you don't get this death trigger effect. Exile gets around that, and it is a little bit unfortunate there. However, waste not. Let's not waste time, and let's sideboard. Enchantment Destruction, thumbs up. Tranquil Throwback is coming back. Get rid of Ancient Imperiosaur, the Great Henge. Yeah, at least 2 copies. Do I like Brotherhood's End? No, they could have some zombies, they could have no zombies, but also just taking out Liliana is sometimes nice. Dealing 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. Lovely stuff. I don't have a whole lot of stuff that dies to it. Hulking Raptor is a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, oh. I know, Pterosaurus. It seems pretty crazy. I cried before I started here. I used up half a box of Kleenexes right beside me. The waste bin is full of wet Kleenexes because I was crying so much. Marauding in the sideboard. If I face off against a deck where I want to be extra aggressive and whatnot, we'll bring it in. But I would be guaranteed to have been dead if we started out with it. But yeah, I just get there with the tons of mana with Castle, Sunken Citadel, Hulking Raptor, Topiary. I get enough to play the big stuff. And it's stable. Marauding Raptor not so much. A Weathered Runestone. Nah, Ancient Imperiosaur. Yeah, so, haven't really ever tried Marauding Raptor in the sideboard. There you go. But it's working. It's working. Yeah, if you have a chance, go back and watch that Azorius Control matchup that I just had. If you were there for it, definitely. Wow, that was a beauty. This hand, lovely. I would hope I see 2 more lands. We'll get rid of Tyrannix Rex, one of the costliest things, but hey, we got a Sunken, we got Castle Garenbrig, we see 2 more lands, we make tons of mana. I'll definitely get rid of a Hulking Raptor. I just can't believe it. Mulliganing to 4. Game 1, Azorius Control, and smacking them. I'm definitely leaning into that angle with the variation that I made. Even more so than this. Just Galta, Stampede, Tyrant, barf everything you have. It's all hasty. And, well, if they don't have too much next turn, it's all over. Ish. Oh, yeah, do your setup. Thought sees away that Hulking Rat. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, yes, I got the sleeve. Scorpion. This has got to be the best sleeve. Dinosaurs ruled the earth. What deck gets to have a sleeve like that? Hey, that's alright. A lot more aggro creatures. He does kill a lot of stuff for sure. Hulking Raptor would be good. I don't think we need Hulking Raptor at this point. We got 2 Sunken Citadels. I don't care about 2 zombies when I'm about to do this. 4 lands, 7 mana. Watch out. I would imagine they have Liliana of the Veil next turn, but if they don't... Yeah. Watch them mousing over the lands. I love that. That never gets old when they scratch their head and they're extra surprised. I saw them mousing over Castle Garenbrig there. That was pretty good. Probably sacrificed. I'd be surprised if it isn't, but if it is, maybe that's the only thing they're doing. And then we get Regis or Alpha next turn. Ugh. I don't like this deck. Never have, never will. Back to Nature, which I was using quite a bit for that heavy enchantment-based deck. 5-color Fires of Invention, Enigmatic Incarnation. Yeah, that... well, I don't think we're winning this one, that's for sure. Sometimes the Waste Not deck, they just don't see Waste Nots. Just a little unfortunate that we've seen 2 so far. And we'll get it in, at least, and we'll see what Gyre Reach Sanitarium draws us. It was very nice. Well, I know I won't be getting Galta. Okay, I know when it's done for it. You can't get them all. I could have almost hardcast Galta. Not quite, but 2 Sunken Citadels plus a Castle Garenbrig, 6 mana, a Stomping and another Castle, 8. Crazy. Ooh. Naturally, that deck that we faced, Mono Black Waste Not, is, well, it's going to be hard. Even if you stick something good like you saw, it just gets sacrificed. Sacrifice stuff in general is rough, but you pair that with discard and, well, you're going to be having a tough time. Barf your hand as fast as possible, but sometimes there's not a lot of barfing happening because I have a lot of expensive stuff. Looking like another black deck. Maybe it's going to be back-to-back Mono Black Waste Not. Don't really like the looks of this. I like seeing Castle Garenbrig, of course, to make the mana for this. Well, that got worse. Hey, that's alright. That's how it goes. Takes a few times. That's okay. That's okay. Hopefully a source of red eventually for Palani's Hatcher. A little bit worried seeing both. Okay, well, there's our source of red. Whew. It's alright. As long as 1 Sunken Citadel taps for the 2 green that we need for Castle Garenbrig, we're good. Any future Sunken Citadels, you can have it as that source of red. You don't have to worry too much. Next turn, if we see Castle Garenbrig, we're making 7 mana. We get that Tranix Wreck. Oh, well, maybe they don't get rid of Tranix Rex. Okay, Kaheera, not too bad. Castle Garenbrig, maybe it's mostly over because of what's potentially about to drop. Do it. Ooh, oh.
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
That's why you use all 4 copies. Use all 4. You want to see it as much as possible. Do it. You either make me sacrifice it or you make me discard the one I have in my hand. What's it going to be? They could have a thought. Okay, there you go. You don't need any of those early creatures. You just need that stuff. Ooh. It's pretty good. I gotta say, 4 land, 7 mana. Can't counter, can't make me sacrifice a land. You can't sweep lands. Might have Field of Ruin, but the Azorius control player had Field of Ruin, and it still did not even matter. Okay. Man, it feels good. All right. Oh. But what do we want to do? What is this? Grixis Control. Blue, red, and black. Well, that's a lot of painful stuff. Usually it's painful. Do I want to exile their graveyard? Maybe. Are they going to cheat stuff out for Weathered Runestone? Perhaps. We'll get rid of Ancient Imperiosaur, bringing that Tranquil Frill back. Trim a Great Henge. Okay. Just in case they got some sort of shenanigans with the graveyard artifacts. Kroxa, Titan of Death's Hunger, usually in Rakdos, certainly could be a possibility here. Yeah. Alright. Ooh. Well, I like the looks of that. I got 23 lands. I'm seeing 2 so far. 3 chances to see the third one by turn 3 for Topiary, which can't be countered because of Cavern. Let's do it. Let's get them. No turn 1 Thoughtseize. I like it. Ooh. It's very nice. You don't have early plays, so you can actually do quite a few tap lands. And you don't have to feel... Boy. Wow. We got the perfect pair. Castle and Sunken as the first 2 lands, one or the, they're getting rid of, well, who knows what. Probably Topiary. It's got to be Topiary. They have to do that. They can't let us get ahead by 1. Still might not even matter. It's got to be, yeah, they're scared. Big time. Probably get Kaheera the Orphanguard into my hand with that Cavern of Souls. Maybe. Oh, okay. Well, I can make 7 again. 7 with 4. Yeah. I can do a lot. This is good. They know what's about to happen. Do they have anything? I'm going to be doing something good next turn. Oh, nuts. Shieldred. That's pretty nice. Okie dokie. Now, do I want to play Tyrannix Rex? That's the question. We're certainly making as much as we possibly can. We got a total of 7. Does anything else make sense? Tyrannix Rex, would they have a thing to make me sacrifice? Do I want to pressure them with T-Rex? Would they trade with Shieldred? I'm at 12. They could deal a minimum 7 next turn plus 2. That's getting kind of rough. Kind of like Tyrannix Rex. Let's do it. Let's do it. Get that fully reduced Great Henge. Sit back. We'll see what they do. You never know. Maybe they can't remove it and they don't want to attack into it. Perhaps. And maybe they had another copy of Shieldred in their hand, hoping that I would attack with T-Rex. So that always happens. I don't like it. The Ward 4, it's got to be pretty resilient. As long as they don't have Shieldred's Edict. Or Liliana of the Veil. Huh. Let's hope he scares away their aggression. Do it. Oh, yes. We scared him away. We got the Great Henge. Do I want to play it? I bet they have a counter spell. They probably do. Well, we'll just set up. We'll make even more mana. Try for Hulking Raptor. See what it draws out. We don't use Cavern of Souls. I don't know that Cavern would have been... Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'm just going to play Tranquil Frill back. Get more bodies. If one Tyrannox Rex scared him away, maybe having 2 more bodies would also continually scare him away. And I have 2 green. Next turn I might barf a lot. Just, I'll sit back. 10 is pretty low. Galta Stampede Tyrant, if we get it next turn, that is going to be pretty fantastic as well. Putting Palanti's Hatcher plus Hulking Raptor into play. I don't know, we'll see how aggressive they are. If they have a sweeper of some sort, go blank. Well, I'll just get rid of both Great Henges. Maybe they have a counter spell. Hey, I might not have wanted to play it anyways because I lose 2 life for each extra thing I draw. And that's not fun. Man, that's a lot of mana. Oh my goodness. It doesn't look like Castle Garenbrig is using all 4 mana. Huh. Oh, I messed that up. My finger hit the space bar and oops. Yeah, it's hard. It doesn't seem like I can force the 4 mana from Sunken Citadel to be used for Castle Garenbrig. It was using 2 of the green from Hulking Raptor, which I didn't want to use. That 2 green can be used for anything, and if I'm left with 2 mana from Sunken Citadel, I don't have lands with any other activated abilities. That just, well, it doesn't do anything. That's unfortunate. I'm going to have to see if I can work around that awkwardness. I'm not often having 2 Sunken Citadels, and I don't often run into this scenario, but every so often it happens. You know what? We use 3 of it for Kaheera here, and then we'll go with Sunken Citadel. That seems good. Get that Hulking Raptor as much mana as humanly possible, and maybe they don't have a stomp from Bonecrusher Giants. As long as they don't have a stomp, we could get them with Galta Stampede Tyrant next turn. No stomp. Don't make us lose 2 life. Oh boy. Here goes nothing. Okay, well, that tends to do the trick. It was never advantageous, really, for us to attack. But we got him good that first game, so I'm feeling pretty good about this next one. We're on the play. Hopefully I don't have to mulligan too much. But we do make a lot happen, even with very few lands. Ooh. Okay. Hey, at least we took them down once. We know they're shook a little bit from that first game, which is always nice to feel. I don't get shook, really. Every now and then, maybe like once every couple months. But for the most part, rinse and repeat, beat them up, try to improve. There's always room to improve. Certainly nice to see Galta Stampede Tyrant, but just 2 Castle Garenbrigs. Feels kind of rough. A little bit too awkward. I mean, it's getting worse. 1 more mulligan. Well, that's going to be the keeper. Fortunately, it's 2 lands, and it didn't give us another 1-lander or the dreaded no land hand. Can't always be perfect. But I might increase the number of lands. Go to 24. Just make sure I hit them that little bit more. I know it can do surprising things out of nowhere. You guys might know that. It's extra good when it happens live. Whew. Hopefully at least a 3rd land next turn. And get Kaheera into our hand if it's Sunken Citadel. That would be extra nice. Ledger Shredder. Okay. Ugh. Ugh. Ouch. Pain and suffering. Fable, pretty good. Pretty good, yeah. I like it. Still no third land. Oof. 10 cards in. 2. Oh, boo. It's mostly over at this point. Even if we get a third land, it's going to be too little too late. I'm just curious at this point when I am going to get it. Probably get rid of that hulking wrap. Okay. Tranquil Frill back. I don't see us coming back from it. I'll wait at least one more turn, yeah. This is just getting into the realm of craziness. Crazy territory right here. Huh. Where's the other land? Do-do-do-do. They're probably wondering why I'm still sticking with it. Go blank. Okay.
Dang! Oh!
Well, we'll throw in the towel. Hey. That happens. Had a good first game. Kind of rough second one. Rough. The roughest. Yeah, in game 3. Ooh. Alright. Hey, what I said. Maybe I jinxed myself. I probably did jinx myself. After I took down Azorius Control in 2, not even dropping a game, I said, oh, this was the match of the night. Even if I lost every next match here with you guys, it'd be a good night. Oh yeah, very nice first game. This is not hiding anything here. It is live. I'm not trying to make it seem a little bit better, perhaps, as some people do, but that's okay. Hey, as long as you're making the content you want to make, people enjoy it. There's something for everyone, but maybe a little less on the hiding side of things. Perhaps hiding's not the right word. It's spinning things in a less truthful way. Something like that. Angels, I imagine we're done for. Okay. Hey, there's all the lands now. Yes. Where were those lands? The previous one. We'll play this forest. We'll get Kaheera, but it is over at this point. That's just how she goes with Angels. They got Bishop of Wings and Righteous Valkyrie. They're going to be getting to at least 27 when they do Righteous Valkyrie. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that is not a pretty sight. Giada. Huh. Hey, if you don't have life gain hate, there is always the chance to get caught out by Selesnya Angels. Shifting Ceratops isn't in the sideboard, I know. Intense. That's mostly just because I got Cavern of Souls. I'm thinking that should be enough. The counterspell protection, and then lots of the dinos have trample. But I just really wanted to try out a lot of time, without shifting. Cavern of Souls, everybody can't be countered, it's good. And I don't think shifting would have helped too much in that scenario. Whether I had shifting or not, they still would have gained a lot of life. I wasn't even able to play shifting at that moment, and they were already doing what they were doing. So I think we would have been doomed either way. It really takes that life gain hate to shut this deck down. We'll give it a go. We'll see what we can make happen. We'll bring in Weathered Runestone at the very least. Trim those 2 Skullspore Nexuses. Weathered Runestone Stopping, Collected Company, or Kayla's Reclamation, Reconciliation, whatever it is, the White Collected Company. Getting cards, creatures out of their library, putting them onto the battlefield. Weathered Runestone Stopping at least that stuff. We'll see how she goes. Rampaging Ferocidon, yeah. Rampaging Ferocidon, I would love. Maybe I'm going to do that, but I almost never face Selesnya Angels. I think it is so non-existent that I'm okay losing to it once every 2 weeks. It seems like I face it once every 2 weeks. That's alright by me. I don't think it's enough to bring in anything specific for it. Fortunately, we get to do a lot. Hey, at least I played Tyranic Rex. There you go, 4 lands. Something with Toxic. That could be a way to take out Angels. We'll see. That's our best bet. Yeah, oh yeah, look at Kaheera. You're wondering how I did that, aren't you, buddy? I gotta say, turn 4, 7 mana. Boom. Pretty good. It's a little bit slow. Maybe you could do it slightly faster with creatures, but again, the creatures would get exiled or destroyed or swept. Who knows what. Galta next. If I get Galta Stampede Tyrants, they won't die because they're going to be gaining a lot of life this turn. Okay, I guess not too much. Oh, yeah, attack. Oh, so close. But almost. I almost could have made 8 if I had a land other than Castle Garenbrig. 8 mana. Galta Stampede Tyrant, putting Galta Primal Hunger and Regis or Alpha onto the battlefield. However, do I like to go with the Great Henge? Kinda. I think I like to. I still have enough for OG Galta, but I kind of like Hulking Raptor. Now let's go with this one. Ooh, another T-Rex. Gonna Rex the opponent. Maybe it's gonna be too little too late. OG. 4 for a 13/13 trample, draw a card. That was pretty good. The Queen of MtG, but I think Galta Stampede Tyrant, the new version, that might actually be the Queen. Ah, nuts. Skyclave Apparition has nothing to exile. They're only at 17. They can't attack. They're mostly dead next turn. We're hitting them with 16, 17, because this enters with a counter because of the Great Henge. 30. We're going to be attacking with 30 trample damage. They have to protect every single point of Tyranic Rex, or else they die no matter what. There you go. Get the job done. Have some fun. Ooh. Ooh.
Ruthless aggression.
Maybe not so much. They got enough life in the Angels. They recovered. If any deck's going to recover, it's certainly... well, it's certainly this, but any other deck would be dead. That's okay. That's okay. Too little, too late. Weathered Runestone would be great. Yes, that. Stomping Ground. We still could play a lot of stuff next turn. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They can only deal 10. They're probably gaining enough life with the angel they play, or multiple angels or clerics that enter. Or they just kill it. Okay. Oh, maybe we're not dead. Attack with everything to it. Ooh, Resplendent Angel. Locks things up right there. Hate. If we had life gain, hate certainly would have done the trick, but again, It's not common enough for me to maybe warrant it. We'll see. We'll see. Well, it is what it is. Where was Galta's Stampede Tyrant when you needed it? Man, I think I'll do it. At least this last match, I'm going to do the list that I was talking about. Flyer noobs. Yeah, Scorpion, flyer noobs. 100%. It's not overpowered. It is pretty easy to shut down, and it is uncommon, so I certainly can imagine people get caught out. They don't have the life gain hate. It's really hard to deal with. It really just, well, it does the trick. It's hard to stop because they have so much ways of gaining life. Some people might want that deck to get a life because it is so difficult to handle, but this is also going to be difficult to handle. The list I was talking about, the tweaks, focusing harder than ever. 4 Galta Stampede Tyrants. Maybe it doesn't make a lot of sense, but again, I wanted to see it every single game. Oh, I will at some point, Scorpion. All will be Millennium. Dinosaur Millennium calendar there for anybody that's wondering what we're talking about. The new crazy 1,000 counter artifact, make an opponent lose 1,000 life. Well, they're going to be losing a lot of life when I drop this. But I want 4 copies of the new Galta. I want to play everything I have. I want to kill the opponents right there, then and there. Trumpeting Carnosaur. Boom. If that's one of the things that enters, I discover for maybe another Regis or Alpha, or who knows what. If I need removal, we can discard it. That's alright. I haven't used Trumpeting Carnosaur too much, but it's big and it does its thing and it has haste, likely with this, or keep in mind, I could not have one of these in my hand. Trumpeting Carnosaur potentially could discover 5 to grab one of them, to give everything haste that has entered the battlefield now. The new alchemy, well, I could go into alchemy. Man, that would be lovely. That's pretty busted. Maybe I'll play alchemy dinos tomorrow. I don't know. There's a lot of crazy stuff in alchemy. It's scary. Very scary. But this deck, this is going to be scary. Yeah. All in on Galta Stampede Tyrant. Just doing that. Doing some damage. Dastardly amounts of damage. Whew. Let's hope this is a nightcap to remember. Either way, it's probably going to be memorable. Wingbane Vent. Oh yeah. There's a few alchemy dinos that I wish were in paper, but we already got spoiled with the potential and the lovely options in Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Even more in alchemy is good. But we got Sunken, we got Castle Garenbrig, we got Galta Stampede Tyrant. Oh, and we got the 3rd land. This might be it. Where's that Cavern of Souls? Make it so Galta Stampede Tyrant can't be countered. Regis or Alpha, hasty, everybody, boom, dead, done. Can't counter Topiary Stomper because they only have 1 mana up. Maybe it's Dimir Rogues, blue, black, something. Liliana of the Fail. Make a sacrifice, Topiary Stomper. Do it. Oh. I love it when that happens. Now the question becomes... Well, it's not a very big question. We can only play Hulking Raptor. I was ready to play Regis or Alpha and take Liliana out. But, yeah, if they don't kill Hulking Raptor, they're dead next turn. We discard the Great Henge and... Well, if they don't have a counterspell... Yeah. Drowning Nightcore, that's pretty good. A little unfortunate. That's okay. Okay. Another Sunken Citadel. That is also good. just in case they got more painful stuff. We'll name red. But yeah, okay. If they do anything with their mana, if they can't counter, well, we're looking at lethal. Trumpeting Carnosaur. I think Kaheera? Let's get rid of Kaheera. They gotta have something. They have 3 more cards in their hand. Ooh, okay. Here goes nothing. Cross your fingers. I need everybody to hope they don't have a counter spell. Actually, I'm going to take 2 just in case they want to make me pay extra. 2 from Sunken. 2 from Sunken. Castle Garenbrig. 6 mana. Boom. I'm looking at 10. 10. Oh, here goes nothing. No counter. Where's Cavern of Soul? Oh, boy. Folks. Look what just happened. Boom. Everybody. Hasty. Discover 5. You better have removal for Regis or Alpha. Oh, what's it going to be? Planny's Hatcher. Here we go. Counter that. Ooh.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Wow. That's what I was talking about. All right. Fired up. Ready to go. The opponent's chances just crashed and burned. Yeah. You just have tons of mana and you play the big stuff, and it's not necessarily reliant on one thing. Galta Stampede Tyrant is nice, but even if you don't see her, you just keep playing other big stuff and you beat them up. Yeah, the plane is lovely. I want to tie it with a bit of an explosion just because that took a nosedive for them. Okay. All right. We got the job done. Do I want to do anything different? Probably not. It's Dimir Control, but not rogues. I wouldn't think it's rogues. Huh. Don't think I have to do anything different. But hopefully, Cavern of Souls, they didn't see us have it. I'm sure they assume we have some number of Cavern of Souls in that. Well, the algorithm has to hand us some not so good stuff. That's a lot better. I'll send the Great Henge to the bottom. I might trim the Great Henge completely just because, well, it's not the thing that gets the job done. Galta Stampede Tyrant does that. As we build up mana, naturally we'd have lots of big things left in our hand, and well, that would just all come out with Galta. Even if it's just one big thing, that's still pretty efficient. Galta Stampede Tyrant for 8. If Galta puts in a Tyrannix Rex, I mean, that right there is just lovely, as foretold. Okay. Very interesting stuff for anybody that hasn't seen it before. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a time counter on it. Once each turn, they may pay 0, rather than pay the mana for a spell they cast with mana value X or less. So it ticks up. Eventually, they can start to pay one spell that costs even more and more and more. Ugh. Well, at the very least, they got Topiary Stomper. Not yet with Ravnica murders. We'll see. Maybe we could be surprised. There has been some dinosaurs on Ravnica, the plane, as it is. Okay. They're getting rid of maybe Galta Stampede Tyrant. Got to be Topiary Stomper. They can't let us get close. They have to hold us off as long as possible. Probably. But I know what I'm bringing in next game if it goes to that. I'm bringing in Tranquil Frillback to take out as foretold. Topiary Stomper, Trumpeting Carnosaur could take out Liliana, but I got lots of big stuff. I want to get mana. We're at 6. Pretty good chance we'll be at 7 next turn at the very least. I could play Trumpeting Carnosaur straight up with the 6 mana that I have. It was the Diplo in the kitchen with a Chompy. Or the Dino in the kitchen. It is pretty cool, I must say. I like what they did with all the clue stuff. But I think we'll get rid of Galta Stampede Tyrant. I got 4 copies. There's a good chance I'll draw another one of those 3. Hopefully. Noxious Grasp is... Okay, well, that is pretty good. At least this can't be countered. It could be sacrificed to you-know-what. Shieldred's Edict. No Shieldred's Edict. No, 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 no. Oh yeah, cat. That's not good. Oh, the little dudes in Jurassic Park. Ugh, yeah. I don't like those. Yeah, at least we got Hulking Raptor. As for Told is not fun. Oh boy. Well, we got a Sunken Citadel. We got Kaheera. They can't make us sacrifice, and we don't have anything to discard. Hopefully it's nothing much. They drew another land. Do it. I haven't looked at it yet, Scorpion, but it is on the agenda for sure. Proliferate, my goodness. They're doing a lot of stuff. At least I do take out Liliana. Oh, decline, what am I thinking? Oh. Maybe we're safe. I think we should be. Hopefully they don't get a sweeper coming up here. Yeah, we lost 1 creature. That's alright. I hope I have a pretty good computer. I think I do, so I'm pretty sure we're going to be safe. Okay, we're making something happen. As long as they don't get a sweeper this turn, we're good. That was a nightcap. Yeah, Woe was right. Ooh. Okay, I hoped for something good to finish on. That was good. Yes, indeed. 4 Planes Hatcher, like I said. You see one, it's cracked both eggs, or the opponent has taken out 1 egg, but you play a second copy and you get 2 triggers. You crack both eggs from the second one that you play when it enters and makes both of them. So you get to attack with those 2 new dinosaurs right away. And that could be a big difference. It's good. The more Planes Hatcher, the better. They love each other. Crack the eggs, crack your opponent's life total, crack some wins. Yes, see you later, Scorpion. We'll see. We'll see if I try that Ark Survival Ascended. It does look good. Jump back on Ark. You gotta feed him. It's like the next level Tamagotchi. Huh. Alright. Have a good one. Anyone watching right now later on, have a good rest of your time zone. Get some good rest, and the dinosaurs never sleep. See you later.